Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 1804 show. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and I got a new guest.
It's your boy Zoey. Ain't you Zoey? Add me if we ain't friends.
Okay, well, today's history topic is black babies use alligator bait, and pretty much it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it sounds like. And I just want everybody to really understand just the struggle and atrocities that we went through as people, and it just really needs to be pushed to the forefront, and we need to apply it into this era. It should show a little bit more appreciation for where we at and where we stand. But, you know, really check that out, really research it, and I'm going to give it to Zoe.
I mean, really, what we wanted to talk about, for me anyway, was the being mixed and everything, and growing up half black and half white. It comes with struggles that like a lot of people don't think it come with. Like, you know what I mean? They think because your other parent was white, whether it's your dad or your mom, that you had some kind of easier way. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? It's not true. And sometimes what people don't understand is, especially with how the world is today, like being mixed can be hard as hell. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It definitely can. And I just feel like with the all black community, you know what I mean?
Right.
The cops aren't gonna look at me no different than they gonna look at you. You know what I mean? Banks ain't gonna look at me no different than they gonna look at you. Right. I'm gonna go through the same struggles. You know what I'm saying? And to be too black for the white side, too white for the black side, like that'll push you into a very small margin, and it makes you not want to fuck with nobody. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And how you was able to just overcome all that discrimination and stuff?
I mean, the shit wasn't easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and it wasn't all bad either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's whatever, but really I just linked on being stronger from it type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I look at everything from a whole different aspect, coming up from both sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? It makes you just really not want to fuck with nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't... You would have to be mixed to understand, for real.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I just wanted to, allow my viewers to know, because, you have, certain mixed people who more align with the other side than the blackness.
Yeah.
So, how you was able to accept your blackness and was able to express it and to be able to love yourself, because a lot of people out here not loving themselves.
Right. I think that you could trace that to be like, I guess, being a product of your environment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, depending on what you're raised in, that's what you're gonna lean more towards. Like, for me, my mom's white, but my mom grew up in the hood. My mama, you know what I'm saying, been around gangbanging. My mama fought. I done seen, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because my mom's white doesn't mean the struggle stops. That's not a green card. She got put out for getting pregnant by a black man at a young age. So, you know what I'm saying? That kind of really, that's an extra whelp on my back. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk as far as starting off fucked up, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My mom was young. She was put in a lot of positions that a lot of black moms were put in. You know what I mean? And
right.
I'm not saying, the white, black women don't struggle or nothing like that. I'm saying I've seen some of the same shit they seen.
Right.
And especially when the riots were happening and the BLM, and you get on Facebook, you see the memes like, light-skinned niggas can't, this ain't y'all fighter, well, whatever.
Right.
But if I was around here screaming all lives matter in Trump 2020, I'll be called an Uncle Tom, I'll be called a sellout, I'll be called all this. Mm-hmm. So you can't pick and choose when you want me to be black. You know what I mean? And that's when a lot of people don't understand.
Right.
Now, me personally, I just happen to be around black shit more, I guess, if you want to put it like that. Like, you know, I didn't grow up in the woods and, you know, all that other shit. I grew up listening to the same songs y'all moms listening to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people, I don't know, people be having me fucked up sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. People be having me fucked up sometimes. You grow up hearing white boy this, white boy that, and all that other shit. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, mind if I ask something?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, that pretty much goes for, you know, like me as well. Because, you know, I grew up in the hood and I was never like no thug, I was no gangster. But I wasn't no punk either.
Right.
You know, I still had the warriorship. I still had the fire inside me. But I also just use that to apply myself and make myself better and not fall into those stereotypes.
Yeah, you gotta be strong mentally. Like, you know what I mean? Because my thing is, if you gonna treat me like shit, I'm not gonna let you know that affects me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of men, not even just black men or Mexican, every man deals with that. Like, it's a pride thing. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta think I'm the shit if nobody else do. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just a man thing. A survival thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I want you to, you know, go into misogyny, you know, and your feelings about it and what you stand on it, and just also just, you know, what comes with the territory.
I mean, with that, monogamy could be like, it's not for the childish. Then I think that's why you see all this toxic shit on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people want that wifey, like, married, good life, all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to sacrifice the fun, what they consider fun shit.
Yeah.
But they're not understanding all the fun you're having with these 5 women. If you treat the one woman right, she's gonna do everything these 5 women were doing for you.
Right.
And it's less of a fucking headache. Like, I don't understand why dudes, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect. Let me start there. I have a past, and I wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I was what they considered a dog, or, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But it took me falling off and like being down on my hands and knees type shit, like bad, like no money, no nothing, nobody caring for me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got that one person caring for you, that changes everything. So don't confuse lust and love. Like, that shit is 2 different things. She bad with a fat ass, but she might not be what you looking for or what you need. And
absolutely.
You can't force a motherfucker to be that. If she's not that, you can't beat her into submission. You can't, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not meant to be, nigga. It's what it is. And
Absolutely.
I think that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, because I agree, because, you know, us being humans, we get lust and love confused.
Oh, yeah.
And if a person who don't love themselves, they would never love you.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that they can provide is lust. Because they don't know what love is. They haven't experienced that emotional, or because love is a spiritual thing as well.
Yeah.
So if they don't love themselves, how can they love God?
Yeah.
And, you know, me being me, I know how to love because I was shown love. I was showed affection. My sister, my older sister, like, because we came from just like an upbringing where my mom had to be strong and had to be independent, had to be a leader, because, you know, she was a single mother of 3. So she didn't have time to, you know, really, you know, show us affection or show us, you know, that nurturing side that a mother does, because she had to, you know, she had to grind it out. But it was my sister who would just like come and hold me whenever I got suspended from school, whenever I got into a fight, or just whatever, I was just, you know, got my ass beat, and then I needed, you know, to cry it out. She would come and hug me. She was like, "Oh, I love you. Everything's going to be okay." But if someone hasn't experienced that, they're going to hurt everybody that they come across with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. it could be like love is like anything else. Like, you know what I mean? Too much of it could be a bad thing. Not enough of it could be a bad thing. It got to be, you know, right there. And as far as sisters go, like, my sister was like that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was a single mom, so she had to grind out, work 2 jobs. You know, shit got to get done. Kids, you got kids, now you got to feed them. You know what I mean? Now you got to clothe them. Now you got to make sure this is going on. So, like, a sister is a second mother, if you ask me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where I'd be without my sister. You know what I mean? She was there for me a lot of times when some people weren't. And you butt heads with them, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
like,
always,
you know what
man.
Bump heads with them.
Yeah.
Me and my sister threw hands. I'm dead serious. She'll tell you. We threw hands plenty of times. She used to, whoop my ass till I was like 12, 13. I started getting my licks back.
Man, it's funny. It's funny you said that because me and my sister fought on Christmas, bro. Like, we knocked the Christmas tree down. And my mama came home. She was like, "What the fuck is y'all doing in there?"
Yeah.
Like we was just scrapping.
Yeah.
But you know, it was love though. Like, cause I was a little of like on that, you know, you ain't gonna tell me nothing type thing, you know. But you know, she was just trying to guide me and try to, you know, just navigate me, through life, and because you know everybody who was supposed to been like just like my teacher, my sensei, or whatever, they was just too busy.
Yeah.
So I was happy that, you know, she was a main influence and just really taught me about responsibility and work ethic, and, you know, you ain't gonna have nothing if you don't put in the work. Yeah. So I was fortunate for her.
Of course. Mm-hmm. I mean, I honestly, I feel bad for people who don't got a big sister, for real, because, like, they the shit. They the second mom. Like, when mom had to work late, your sister most likely was cooking dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, you know, making sure you getting up for school. Like, all right, bro, come on, we gotta catch the bus type shit. So, sisters don't get enough credit.
No.
They don't. No. They don't at all, bro.
No. And I just want to say, Allison Brown, I appreciate you. You know, I know we don't, you know, give each other our flowers, but I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for you. And, also, just, you know, keep on being strong, taking care of my nieces and my nephew, and we winning. When I'm doing this, we all winning. So, but yeah, so you also a father.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you want to go into that and just how your children, you know, molded you into the man that you are today? And
oh yeah, I mean, before I had my first child when he was 17, I was 17 when he was conceived, 18 when he was born. Mm-hmm. So from the time I've been a legal adult, you know, I've been a parent. And just to go from being able to move how you want to move to now you got to find babysitters, like, it slowly makes you mature. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It makes you get your shit together. But my thing at that time when I was young is like I didn't want to change. I didn't know how to change. I would say that. Right. Because, you know what I mean? I was trapped between the shit I was saying earlier, like wanting that life, the good life, but also wanting to be in the streets and doing my thing. Mm-hmm. And it took for me, like, going through, like, I caught a weed case and all this other shit. And, like, nigga, jail sucks. Like, that shit is, that shit's horrible. I don't ever want to do that. I want to be there for my child. So that's what honestly made me better myself. And you go through your ups and downs while you're trying to better yourself. But as long as you keep in your mind, like, the end goal, what it's going to be. Nobody's perfect. You're going to fuck up. Yeah. Nobody wants to admit as a parent, like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody wants that. But self-reflection will help you get to where you're trying to go. But you got to be honest with yourself, and you really got to want to do better. Because I went from being homeless to now in Grand Rapids, got my crib, got cars, decent job, I'm working, like, you know what I mean? My kids got what they need, everything. It ain't golden, but we good, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it took me personally to be the man that, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to be. I had to get rid of that childish shit. Right. And that's just how it is. My dad went around to play catch with me, you know what I'm saying, and show me how to start a grill, show me how to change a tire. Right. You know what I'm saying? My dad went around for that. And it feels good that my sons and my daughters got that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know dad's always there. They stay texting, FaceTiming, they always with me, like, you know what I mean? And that's a dope feeling, because I didn't get to feel that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that didn't get to feel that. Right. And that's why I also don't believe that, you know, they say black fathers, you know, or half the black kids don't know their fathers. That's weird to me because every black man I know is an active father.
Yeah.
That's what blows me. Every black man I know is an active father. I'm not saying deadbeat black fathers aren't out there, or, you know, they're there. Of course, so is deadbeat mothers, but that's another topic.
Right,
you know what I'm
saying? Don't make them lynch me, bro.
We'll talk off camera about that. But
I feel you, bro.
Deadbeat mothers are out there as well. So a father's love is no less than a mother's.
Mm-hmm.
Respect a man that's trying. He might not be able to take you on a Bahama cruise and suites and all that other shit, but he's paying the bills. He's making sure you taking care of. He's make sure what he's doing. Respect that. Because a lot of fathers ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They say a lot of fathers aren't doing that shit. Every dad I know, every black dad I know is active father.
Yeah, I'm going to also add on my experience as well.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't have any children, but the moment I found out I was going to be an uncle, man, I was excited, you know, because, you know, my 14-year-old niece, now, she was the first baby we had, like, after me. So it was just like, okay, I gotta show her a positive male role model. Like, she's my first tattoo, only tattoo I got. I'm gonna get more, but pretty much, like, it was just a dedication.
Right.
Cause I wear that uncle badge like Superman wears his S.
Of course.
And I want for my nieces to grow up to be independent and educated and profitable citizens of society.
Of course.
And because this dot culture is really like on a rise, man, and I try to just, you know, show them who they are and give that identity and just show them that, you know, there's still women with integrity and cover themselves.
You ain't gotta have an OnlyFans.
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
you ain't gotta have an OnlyFans.
And it's just scary, you know, me having uncles of, you know, just nieces and stuff like that. I know like they don't need me now as far as, you know, talking to them.
Right.
But I know eventually when they
your time to tag in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I just let them know, like, cause you know my 14-year-old niece, she's growing up, and you know she's starting to like boys, and you know I ain't gonna be that you know, like James Evans and be aggressive and yelling and this and that.
Right.
But I just want her to understand and don't get caught up in words. Action speaks louder than words.
Definitely.
So if a boy likes you, then he's going to show himself. He's going to prove it to you and don't have to, you know, play games with you.
You don't, yeah. I would say that. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, B. You could be honest with me. How do you feel about, you speaking about, like, thought culture and OnlyFans? Like, so, I blame a lot of that on the parents because they got these kids listening to WAP, doing fucking TikTok dances and all that shit. Like, I feel like the internet is no place for a child. No place for a fucking child. No. Not YouTube, not this. Bro, and then the music you expose your kids to. There's no reason why your 3-year-old, 4-year-old should be listening to NBA Youngboy.
No.
There's no reason why Meg Thee Stallion should be playing. And like, bro, that's one thing I stand by. Me and my fiance, when my kids are around, we listen to old school R&B, country. You know what I'm saying? If it's rap, it's like some edited Lil Yachty, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like some, like, you know, some kids bop type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, would you agree or place blame mostly on the parents for the thought culture? Because it wouldn't be a thing if...
I would say, to be honest with you, just like we couldn't be protected from everything. Like, the parents could only do so much because my mom... She didn't know, you know, I was out here like 10, like in my past, you know. She didn't know. Like, even now, like, you know, she just be like, you know, you know, you a character, you wildin' and stuff like that. But, you know, I just try to be honest with her, and I just tell her, like, Mom, like, I'm responsible, Mom. Like, if I can maintain being on my own for this long and never went back home, anything, like, you can trust me. You can count on me to always do the right thing. But just like we was young, you know, when we was told not to do something, that made us do it even more.
Yeah.
You know, so because I was hard headed. You know,
Yeah.
I got kicked out the house so many times.
Yeah, I think they got the internet at their fingertips. The World Wide Web is at their fingertips. That's what's scary. You know what I mean? But I just feel like parents should, like, they gonna find that shit out on their own. They gonna, you know, turn, you know, get in middle school. Remember in middle school, you what was it? Splashing Waterfalls by Ludacris. Came out, you know what I'm saying? Your friends at school talking about it like, damn, that's so nasty as hell. You know what I'm saying? Let them find out the same way you had to do it, like at their own pace. There's no reason you should speed that up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just let it do its thing. If they gonna find out, they gonna find out. But you gotta, I don't know. I don't agree with that. Like, parents will get in that motherfucking car and just throw on Sada Baby and everything. That's not for your kid to listen to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get you some AirPods, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
And then they wonder why they children hearing is terrible or poor.
Motherfucker,
you know,
sitting in front of 612s.
Right. Be like turbulence, like, oh,
you can't hear shit, boy.
Yeah, man. It just be funny though. It ain't funny, but I mean, like, cause I seen it for myself, so I know exactly what you're talking about. But also, it's just, you know, I feel like as parents, you know, they gotta learn and children gotta learn. So, cause everybody, you know, it's not, you know, well, growing and growth and evolving is no discrimination with that part, because we all have to evolve and grow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I just want, you know, just for everybody to just, you know, figure out who they are and just figure out their way in the world, because we are just on autopilot, because we don't know what can happen. We don't know, because tomorrow is not promised. And, but also just, you know, make sure that you have something, you know, like great, because people going to talk. And just with what I've been doing and stuff like that, I've really been on some unification stuff.
Yeah.
You know, people got killed for this, you know, and just jail time and their names been slandered and stuff like that. And I'm really about some peace stuff. So when people been, you know, trying to like critique me and, you know, they don't know me.
Right.
Like, you gotta been my Facebook friend for years, like 5 to 10 years plus, to really understand what I'm doing. And you will see that I've been, you know, I'm a real guy. You know, I don't say I started from the bottom. Motherfuckers know that I came from the bottom. Like, and we all, you know what I'm saying, you know, prosper. Yeah. And we didn't use no excuses. And just like what you said, you know, with you have to grow up easy. A lot of these niggas ain't grown up yet.
And you know what? And it's just prolonging the inevitable, bro. Everybody matures, everybody grows up. You know what I'm saying? It's just either you're going to do it here or you're going to do it in prison or in the grave. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to grow up.
Right.
Well, how you choose to do it, that's totally on you. But, hey, live by it, die by it, bro.
Exactly. And it just makes me happy knowing that this whole stigma about Saginaw, like, if I could, like, I would, you know, I'd be like Blank Man or some stuff, you know, fight crime and this and that.
Yeah.
But you know, all heroes don't wear capes, and some do. Yeah. But if I could just, you know, just start something for us, and I'm really implementing us. It's just like, you know, with relationships and love, like, when a motherfucker starts saying me and I and theirs, there's no relationship.
Yeah, that's red flag off rip right there.
So I want to have a relationship with everybody who, you know, supports and who donates and who has a story to tell. Because don't make it seem like you don't have anything to offer to somebody because you feel like, you know, I don't have anything to say. What I'm going to talk about, but we all have a story. And that's what makes us, you know, individuals, because we have something that the next don't have, and then we can also just, whenever someone going through something, we can just, you know, help them out and encourage them and say, hey, I've been through this and you can do it too. And I commend you, bro, just, you know, from the music, from, you know, doing for self.
I appreciate
it, man. You know, about to marry your dream girl and stuff.
Sir.
And it's just amazing, man, because I think about that all the time. Like, just, it's a difference when you have somebody who loves you and instead of what you can do for them.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
And I commend you, bro, and showing, you know, commitment and loyalty. You know, people just get that on as a tattoo, but they don't apply it very well. So, like I said, I really appreciate that.
My fiance is crazy. All right.
Yeah, she came out on us.
She crazy and we own guns, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Shit. But you know it feels good to be like, you know, my sons see me about to marry her. You know, they see me going to work every day, coming home uniform. Like, you know, that feels good. That makes me know that they gonna know what hard work is. And it lets me also know that they're gonna want better than that as well. So let me be that stepson. Let me be what, because you gotta think if I was able to see that as a father figure growing up instead of what I did see,
right,
I'd probably have been a whole different person. You know what I mean? So I want to set it off. Generational curse. I want to break that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're all about. Like that's what my fiance, my mom. She ain't never let me run from my responsibility. So, you know what I'm saying? That was definitely something that I knew off rip when I became a dad, I was going to be there. Like, you know what I mean?
No doubt, man. So, you have any other comments and thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, man, just really, bro, stay doing what you're doing, bro. You know, I fucks with you tough. You my boy. You know, I'm glad to see this taking off so fast, bro. You know,
man,
I'm glad to see that, bro. That's good shit. You know what I'm saying? And even though we might not see each other every day, bro. You know, you got my support. So
hey, I appreciate it, bro. That's what brotherhood is about. Just supporting each other, no matter if your background or which God you pray to. It's all about unity. It's all about brothership. You know. Coming together, and that's what I'm about. It's coming together.
Yeah.
Because we, it's
been too long, too much bullshit.
Yeah.
Too much bullshit.
United we stand, and divided we fall. So, but yeah, I just want to say thank you everybody who took time out and watched this episode. Stay tuned to the upcoming episodes, and if you like to donate, I will put my Cash App, PayPal. And just, be safe out here in these streets. It's crazy out here, and we don't need any more bad news. So,
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, y'all, it's been another 1804 show. Peace.